So because we did so well last time with that, I think it was 4 skull battle, we're going to go into a 3.5 skull defend base. Max pay is a little higher, so I'm expecting at least 3 lances or something relatively challenging for that high payout. And we're going to be using the same lance composition as we did in the previous mission, also going this time for that 1.8 mil. Because of some mission bonuses last time for destroying the extra lances, which I guess did count as bonus instead of main objective for some reason. Anyway, we got some bonus pay. We went all the way from 600,000 reserve funds to 3.2 million, so I'm hoping with this one we can go up to around 6-7 million and justify a trip to the lovely black market, which I hope to be doing soon. Of course, once that's done, I will show you guys what we picked up, if anything, from the black market. I want to get around 10 million before I head over there, though, just to make it possible to buy a cool mech design if one shows up. So yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in.
And interface initiated.
Alright, there's the drop. Oh, Commander, it looks like the babysitting job may be heating up. Well, you don't say, Darius. Picking up a large increase in Rasselhagian and Lyran comm chatter. Well, we're on the Lyran side, so that probably wouldn't make much sense, but yeah, see, Lyran, First Lieutenant, LCO, Commander, one of our lances was hit, 50% losses. Okay, alright, so that's a little bit different than usual where we see the vehicles coming in, and frankly I prefer the vehicles coming in because they're faster generally. I mean, this is an Orion, a Warhammer, and a Thunderbolt. They're in good condition, but they'll potentially move stupidly until they reach the main base. So we have a Thunderbolt chasing them, Thunderbolt 8S. I would love to get my hands on that thing. Granted, double ER PPC isn't that great. I just have a soft spot for Thunderbolts. I really enjoy those mechs. An Enforcer and 2 things we can't see. So, Skyros, of course, can still move at 9, but no real good targets there, so let's go ahead and reserve down,
Holding for tactical advantage.
and reserve down again. So are they. It's because we both know as soon as we move, we'll lose that nice evasion advantage there. But somebody's got to do it eventually, so they're starting with the back end. What is that? Blackhawk. Looks almost like a cougar. Plant back anyway. Oh yeah, that's a pretty looking mech right there. Yeah, okay. LRM-20 ER large, not really the most deadly. Not particularly concerned about that. Fortunately for us, though, it did give us a very nice
How's it going?
artillery target. So we're gonna go in right for him. Hopefully hit all 3 of those with that.
Affirmative.
See what we can do. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice. Okay, Thunderbolt's moving back for some reason. And only one of those PPCs is online. This guy, yeah, so he's partially damaged. We go see the status indicator, battle fatigue, so it's mimicking, you know, these lances have been doing a running gun battle leading up to this base, and that's where we're sort of reinforcing while they're trying to evac to get out from being overwhelmed. And they're being chased, so it's a little bit unrealistic. Well, no, I guess, yeah, so there's some actual armor damage there, but here, I mean, as I said in the last one, that internal damage without any sort of armor damage is a little unrealistic, given their expected loadouts. Even tandem ammo does, you know, it damages both. That's why it's called tandem instead of one or the other. So we're gonna go ahead and reserve down, let these guys move up. I think that'll get those other 2 AI chasing them. Shooting him stupidly again. This might work out decently well. Okay, ace pilot, that's fine. Okay. Once these guys get in here, it'll take a couple turns. Once they get in here and start turning around, they'll add significantly to our capabilities, which would be pretty nice. We do have to watch out for the surprise enemy drop. Definitely surprised, definitely not expecting it at all. Oh, didn't even notice the Jaeger mech. Wow. Double rotary AC5. Okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. They need our help. Okay.
Va.
Let's see. Moving a little bit down the hill there. It's not exactly ideal. But we needed it for the vision. Okay, so we can see the cicada. We would have good shots on those. But I think I want to pick on the cicada first. Because I mean, just the tonnage difference is going to make it difficult to hit. Reserve.
Waiting for my opening.
And give me an announcer. Might be a little bit surprising of a choice there, but there is a reason for it. Which is we're going to come over here.
Heading that way.
And we're going to switch this to our AoE ammunition. And dump that in. Yeah, so that adds up. It's basically like an artillery shot. But, you know, for way less weight than that thumper takes. That thing takes 15. Okay, what can we move down? That would be to good effect. Let's get the X-Man moving. I'm glad this thing has some jump jets. Okay.
Up
No, that's
high.
not a bad spot. We can run him down the hill the next turn, and there's no sense building heat for this. We can drop that down to one shot, 28% accuracy. I'm not really expecting to hit.
Locking in all weapon systems.
I mean, that's for the large. We only actually hit one medium. But still, I mean, that's a little bit of damage. And on Cicada, that will add up pretty quickly. What do we have here? That's not bad. But I do want to get that Timberwolf outside of its base. So we'll come down here.
10-4.
That gets us a direct fire. It should make up a little bit for the sprint, and it does. And those Clan ER larges are just beautiful, beautiful pieces of machinery. Up to both 30%. Okay. Okay. Finally,
Critical hit, Commander.
some good random number generation instead of bad. Yeah, wow. Okay, 5 left on that torso. Let's see what we can follow that up
How's
with.
it going?
The Chameleon's very quick. I can get right down there and start to get vision on the others. It's an obstructed shot, but it gives us all 4.
Let's move.
So we'll take it. It will protect us a little bit as well for our other sight lines. Those mechs over there on the
Roger
left.
that.
I was hoping we didn't get it. That's
Standing
okay.
by.
Now the Ostrak is a nice close range mech. And actually, because of that, I'm going to keep it relatively nearby the top of this base, because the last thing I want to do is not have it in some decent position. It's like one of the first missions we did in this campaign. We kept that fire javelin, or sorry, not the fire javelin, the
Ready
10N
for orders.
relatively nearby. We're gonna scooch him up just a little bit.
Roger.
If they drop behind us, I don't want his back to be the first thing they see. He won't survive it. And we're going to use this thumper right here. It is a bit of a miss. If we had landed that, we could have taken off that side torso. But we didn't quite manage it. That's an unfortunate large laser hit. Yeah.
Reporting minimal damage.
Okay, well you say that, but if we actually look, I mean, that's not nothing. It's very, very far from nothing. Get a decent hit. Marauder, no, not really. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Okay. We reserve down to 6. Could get a shot with Chameleon, but I want to keep those 7 invasion pips. Can I do
Waiting
that?
for orders.
Yeah, actually, that's relatively fine. So we'll punish that
You
cicada
got
for
it.
reserving
Going
here,
flat out.
which is nice because usually reserving is a better choice. But here, that just cost that mech.
That's a kill.
Actually, that's a kill. The thing must have been running an XL engine. Enforcer is kind of struggling a little bit. No real targets. We're getting within the ECM now, which is nice. Jaegermech takes a bit of a pounding from that. Was that an ERPVC? Yeah, an ERPVC off the Thunderbolt. Let's go ahead and let our allies move. Well, I might be blocking them a little bit with Timberwolf, so let's get them out of the way.
Waiting for orders.
And we'll just get a stable, nice, good firing position here. We won't be able to unload with the SRM-6s in that range. Actually, we will move up. Yeah. I do want to get those SRM-6s online. Particularly against that Blackhawk. The LRM-20 could cause us some problems. Probably the most of anything that's on here. this is one of those where the standard, as opposed to the HE, is actually worth it. So we will use that standard ATM-9 ammo.
Acknowledge.
And larges. And I do love watching those ATMs go to work. We'll probably put the other ATM-9 back on here. I'm just waiting for a build that would benefit from the SRM-6s. In the meantime, we may as well use them on something. Something good. So, we don't actually get any evasion unless we go all the way up here. And our shots are pretty bad, so we're just going to stand right here. Hope it doesn't come back to bite us. Which I don't think it will. Shoot. Okay. Alright, not bad. With 40% accuracy all around, that actually worked out pretty well. These guys are so slow. If those were vehicles, we'd already have the turrets online.
Ready for orders.
I'll just brace you.
Commander.
And I almost don't want to really move the X-Men up. I mean, yeah, we may as well, I guess.
On.
Worst case, we'll just have a little bit of movement to do once the other Lance drops. We will take that double there. Yeah, I think it's
Roger
worth
that.
it. Actually, we land one of them. Very nice. I would have preferred both. Well, clearly, we wouldn't.
Duncan Fisher here.
Can we do anything? That's not terrible. It's not terrible. That's actually a good shot, so we're going to take the good shot while we have it. Of course, we're missing the improved heavy, which, I mean, that's our most impactful gun, bar none.
Good to go.
So it's always nice when that happens, and we're going to go ahead and save, well, yeah, we're going to save the tank airdrop until the reinforcing lance comes in, because I want that thing to distract where it's the most effective. We don't need more guns on the field to take these things down. We're going to have these reinforcements in the turn or two, if they even survive that long, which will frankly impress me at that point. But I was expecting that improved heavy gauss to hit, and it not hitting will hurt our accuracy on this turn. We're going to wait with that Marauder. Oops. I don't want to expose him to any additional fire. I know he has some of the best armor in the entire lands, but again, I mean, those plasma rifles are good damage for us. They're also expensive to replace. So that's another miss. Yeah, this is just not going their way at all. Okay, who can we use here and how? I'm gonna reserve one more time. Let's let them come up. Yeah, so we'll take a whole other turn to get that online. That's not ideal.
Commander.
Timberwolf can go real far this turn, but I'm not sure I actually want it to. Okay. What happens if I come up here? That's pretty good. I get a little bit in the way of that improved heavy, but I could go after the Thunderbolt pretty well. Yes, we're gonna do that.
Acknowledge.
Okay. Alright, we're burning a little hot. Is there any point in doing that? We'll go for the HE there, and if we turn off one of those, even just one. No, we're gonna pop the Battle Lord. And now if we go in for the shot, now we're cooking. But we have much better accuracy. And if I can turn off one of those and drop heat on the next turn, that seems worth it to me. So let's go ahead and unlock it there.
Taking the shot.
We were paying for a good RNG earlier. And I need to switch the order of the ammo in there because I did not mean to hit him with Infernos. That really limited our damage potential pretty severely. So that's a mistake on my part. Okay, let's get him. And
Duncan Fisher
now
here.
if we take that shot in there, we are somewhat cutting it close with the... Oh, you know what? Nothing ventured. All that. We're going to turn off the AoE, just go for normal. Ooh, headkill. Okay.
Mech destroyed.
Heavy Gauss rifle to the face. Gonna have to remember that when I'm naming this one.
Что там еще?
Oh, that was beautiful. I will take that every day and twice on Sundays. Our accuracy here isn't phenomenal, so I'm going ahead and shoot something else. Ooh, I'm actually lane 3. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Where is this effective? Okay, it's effective on both. But if we take a look at Black Hawk now,
Let's do this.
and that side torso is hanging on by a thread, we can get in a kick. Yeah,
On
I
my
like
way.
that. I like that a lot. We have some visual glitches there with the non-standard ones. At least not. Okay, that thing must have been carrying an
Enemy
XL
down.
engine. The AI with XL engines, it's... I almost wish they fielded fewer mechs with it
Good
because
to go.
they can't do it well enough to make it not just an easy kill, as you guys
Let's
saw right
move.
there. So let's go ahead and go in here. Am I getting a refire penalty off of that? Oh, actually, this is pretty nice. So we can shoot that without fear. Though, yeah, with 47% accuracy, I'm going to turn off one of those just so we don't cook.
Locking on target.
Okay, one. Not bad. Not bad. Could be worse.
Receiving you.
And I'm going to turn the Ostrak a little bit, and we'll just brace him again.
Heads up, Commander.
Okay,
We've
and
got
that's why.
hostile contacts inbound.
Okay. So some... Looks like they dropped in 2, one over on this side and one sort of in the hidden area, so I'm glad I kept the Ostrak over here. We do need to move the Hollander. Kintaro, Blackhawk KU, and a 75 tonner. Let's see, that's a pretty shit Kintaro. Although, yes, I do prefer the SRM Brawler version myself. I think it's just
Need something?
much more effective. So let's go ahead and get the tank airdrop in. The height advantage would be pretty nice. We can put him over on... Let's put him over here. Oh, no, I didn't. Hold shift while I do that. Okay, Behemoth. Drop him right there. I'm doing this early because, yeah, I mean, keeping this guy that's back facing is not great. But at least here they're relatively far away, and that takes up my move and my shoot. So I had to do that relatively early. I do want to get those turrets online. Okay, so
Yes, boss.
Chameleon, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna come up kind of behind him there. The rear shot really isn't super necessary here, but in case we do get lucky and get some damage concentrated on one of these, we can rip off the side torso more easily than
Парни, давайте еще немного, мы
side
сможем.
with this, and we don't get it. But you know,
Target
even if
taking a critical hit.
we damage the internal structure there, which if we then go through it from the front, at least that helps us in the long run. Oof. Okay. Can't let that happen very often. So if we take a look here, yeah, 23. So even if we go through the front now, there's only 23, that's 60 remaining. So that will help the Timberwolf and Axeman kill him, although I'd rather that Timberwolf start making his way back than do much else at this point. And let's see, where can I get the Marauder? Nowhere near taking a shot, which is a little unfortunate. Let's reserve down,
Жду команды, принял.
and let's see if this Axeman will be enough on his own. I think it will. I don't think we need the Timberwolf here. I think we can start moving him back. He's relatively quick, and more importantly, he's quite a heavy hitter. So let's see if we can rip off the side
Парни,
torso.
парни, давайте еще немного, мы сможем.
Structure exposed. Nope. No. Okay, turrets are online. And firing. Oh, it's a Mad 5X. I would love that. Okay, so this is why we didn't wait a turn. If that was closer, better accuracy, we'd be paying the troll toll, as it were. And we're not, so we're lucky in that regard.
На связи.
This is not great. So we're gonna go over here and spin. I wish this guy was faster, but we will at least be able to sensor lock. And I'm gonna go in on the Marauder 5X just because of the sheer amount of guns that thing has, particularly the LRMs. They're
Даю информацию с моего радара.
not great for the longevity of our buildings. Well, wow, they definitely increased the health
What's the
of this thing,
blank?
so I'm a little less worried now. Long range shot moving to the Timberwolf. Probably not worth it from their perspective. Yeah, definitely not. So the other thing that we need to do is we need to get this Atlas over here, start taking in pot shots with that heavy Gauss from elevated firing positions.
Ready for
Very
orders.
nice, and the Awestruck will move down as soon as that Kintaro has gone. Because sending him down there on his own, he will be a little bit exposed, which is not ideal. Let's see, so let's see what they move. I want that guy to move before I turn the Timberwolf facing, just for a little bit extra safety. And these guys should start firing in, so I want that Enforcer off the field so they don't all feel the need to shoot at him. Okay, there's that shot. If that had gone into the rear of the Timberwolf, that would not have been good, so I'm glad that's off the field wall. I'm glad that's gone this turn. He's moved himself into a pretty good position to get shot at. A lot of good sight lines there. Yep, okay, I wish that Jägermeister was using that better, but, I mean... Okay, pilot injury, some definitely decent damage to that Enforcer. Thing's not long for this world. I don't know if they do have another Lance. Might have just been a visual glitch having that Leopard come in on the left-hand side where it did. I kind of hope they do. I'd rather fight more. As well. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's pilot out. Good, that's more pay for us. Destroy the enemy vanguard, that works. That Orion, yeah, that's pretty standard, something to write home about.
Standing by.
Let's get this guy moving back. He is very quick.
Quick stepping in.
Could be faster though. Max, I mean, we can always move faster and it would always benefit us, so it's kind of a meaningless statement. Okay, we do have a second Lance. Counting the turret damage. And with the amount of health that thing has, I actually kind of appreciate that until we can bring more of our stuff to bear. This Jägermech 6A, good mech, solid mech. Maybe not for the advanced tech that we'll see soon, but right now it's not bad at all. And we will focus on that Marauder again, I think. I mean, the Kintaro is not in the Brawler configuration. Okay, that Blackhawk, I wish I could see. Okay, that Blackhawk is deadly. Let's look at the overall armor on that thing compared to the Marauder. That can't be right. That has to be showing us a piece. Okay, pretty heavily armored. What we can do is we can sprint. Instead of going down directly in front of all their faces without any cover, we can come around the side. Don't want him surrounded quite yet. These are not clan mechs. They can punch with relatively good effect. Who do we take this shot at is the question. Well, let's concentrate our fire. Blackhawk we can deal with here in a minute.
Парни, давайте еще
Plus it's a
немного, мы
better slow,
сможем.
taking him from 6 to 5. That's pretty nice for us. So now everything we have moving before 5 will get in before anything in that section moves.
Duncan Fisher here.
Okay, so we can get direct fire here. But the heavy Gauss shot is
Heading
not
that
worth the
way.
late refire penalty on the next one, so we will actually turn that off right now, and because we have such low accuracy with the 1120, we'll turn that onto the AoE ammunition.
Lighting him up.
If I had gotten additional 10 LRM-20s, I would have put them on there, but the regular ones, I mean, Clan LRM-20s are half the weight. That's just incredible. So you could load up 60 rounds for 15 weight. It's absurd. Your heat will go off. It's really not that great of an issue. So the turrets are coming online. Oh, okay. Ammo explosion just roasting that Kintaro. And something tells me this won't be our most challenging mission ever. If I hadn't already gotten that impression anyway. Okay. Let's light fire to the behemoth. Okay, that's decent damage. That looked like a long barrel extended autocannon. Firing cluster munitions. Yeah, LBX-20. It's not bad. Dual LBX-20. I am hoping to get the additional pay from having all buildings survive. If it's a 10% thing, that's, 180,000 right there. It means we need to move a little bit quickly to take their targeting priority away from that medium military building. Even with, 735 initial internal structure, they will wear it down. Especially if these guys get within better range. Okay, Cicada's going in. I was gonna say if that hit the back of my Hollander, I was gonna cry. Oh, I guess that's the front of it now. Okay, one missile fire. Holy cow. So they said they added an encounter with, well, where you can fight a leopard.
Receiving you.
I now have no desire to do that because that leopard supposedly carries an absolute ton of turrets, and I don't want to fight a ton of those turrets. I would take quite a few losses, so we're still going to keep that on indirect fire. If the direct fire misses in this battle,
Firing all weapons.
99.1 is pretty good. Yeah, okay. Pounded right into that Marauder. Opened him in one place, very nearly in a couple others. I mean, 5 external armor left on that, 12, 19, 1. So that Marauder should go down this turn.
Да.
And we might actually be able to do it right now. So we'll come around here. Not a lot of evasion, but my hope is that we'll be taking that Marauder completely off the field. We don't really need the extra accuracy here. Again, I'm trying to slow that Marauder down.
Парни, давайте еще немного, мы сможем.
Okay. That's dead.
Один прилег, кто следующий?
And I really wish we were taking this for salvage now. I would love that, I would have loved to have had that Marauder. We might have to start doing that, even though, I mean, the pay is significantly worse. But what I mean by that, if you spend all your time bringing mech after mech after mech online, you're going to have to start selling mechs, or you're not going to get money. Or selling parts, anyway. And even if you do that, like, let's say I sell 5 or 6 engine pieces, even assuming I got them off the salvage drop, which is now less likely since this update, nerfing maximum salvage. That's still only, well, I don't know, 600,000. We'll make 6 times that on this mission, hopefully. Maybe not 6 times, like 4 to 5 times that on this mission alone. Right, so that's a pretty significant difference. We're gonna keep him in reserve for right now, so we can go in and hopefully punch that Cicada next time. Who else can I move on 5?
Yes, Commander.
Right, okay. I'm super out of position X-Men, and probably won't be relevant for the rest of this. He did good work over on that side, though. That's only a mild criticism, not anything major. Thunderbolt firing in. Pounding him with medium lasers, unfortunately missing the large. Probably would have opened up one of his sections there, but that right side has to be suffering. Let's go ahead and take a look if we can. Yeah, most of that went right into that right arm. Guy has a fair amount of armor, that's pretty nice. Okay, 1 hit, 1 accidental hit it looks like.
Damage minimal.
Well, maybe they're both intentionally on the Hollander, a little bit hard to tell. I'd like to move him back a little bit farther out of the main range, and it probably is time to replace him relatively soon, though that Thumper does less and less damage as a percentage with the heavier our opposition becomes. So there is a risk getting this close, which is splatter from our own allies missing, but I want that rear shot pretty badly.
Roger.
Willing to risk this to get it.
Locked on for physical attack.
Our Allstruck can survive some friendly fire for a little bit. We open up the rear there a little bit. Engine XL crit, so that should be a
Reporting. Critical hit.
heating penalty, which probably won't be that impressive. But yeah, we bored pretty well through that back CT right there. So if I can get any sort of precision strike on that Blackhawk, slow him down to 4, the Allstruck can probably core him out on our next turn from behind, which would be pretty nice. And we might be able to do that right now. So we get the Timberwolf up. I would have ordinarily preferred to use that precision strike on something with more absolute damage coming in, but I mean, this really isn't bad. I'm going with the HE. No, because we're not going to make it through there. Let's go for a head hit. Okay, we didn't get it. We did slow him down. Okay, sensor lock coming in like Kintaro. But we killed that thing. I guess something else died, or there were two of them, not really sure. Okay, so fire. That behemoth probably should have been deployed more in the center, but didn't expect those two to die so quickly. Okay, that rotary AC-5, man. I wish we were fighting that Jaeger mech so I could take it. Alright, we'll start going for salvage more often. I know it's probably a little bit boring to go for the money as well, but I mean, there's a time and a place for it, right? The whole reason we can fight these fights as we can right now is because I bought the parts for the Axeman, I bought the part for the Marauder, and I bought the parts for the Highlands. And we did our salvage strategically on clan missions to get some better equipment, to get some better armaments. We have a lot of clan and Pharaoh from those engagements that we wouldn't otherwise have if we hadn't split it like that and gone after the equipment to the max. So I think that was actually well thought out. I mean, naturally, I did it, so I think it's well thought out. Probably a bit of a meaningless statement. If anyone cares to comment, I'm certainly happy to take feedback.
Duncan Fisher here.
Okay. Do we have direct fire on without moving? Oh, okay. Alright, so the catapult is not too crazy. None of these mechs are too crazy. But I do like that shot on the catapult. If I get a little bit closer, can I get the medium pulses online? No, but I can get the SRM-6. Which is a little bit weird, but you know, it's better than nothing, so we'll move up here.
Heading that way.
And we're going to precision strike in at this catapult, turn on that improved heavy gauss. Beautiful, spacious skies, amber waves of grain, the whole deal. Oh man. That is a beautiful weapon, and I could put one on every single one except one. Luckily, because we're House Steiner, allied anyway, we can buy as many of them as we want. It only costs us an ungodly, what, like 1.3, 1.4 million per, not to mention the ammo price. Oh, but still, I mean, at that performance, I'm almost tempted to put one on the Hollander, except I don't think it can stand the weight. The weight on that thing, I think, is 20. We can barely stand the 15 from the Thumper. I had to take everything else off that mech. All the jump jets, we'd be sacrificing armor and still probably not actually have a chance to get that on there effectively. So, best shot here in terms of impact would probably be at the Blackhawk, but I don't want to hurt my own stuff. I see no reason for doing that, so we're going to just go ahead and shoot the Cicada. It has lighter armor anyway, even though it's not damaged yet. And now it is. Light damage only, but that's better than literally nothing. The Behemoth is still continuing to draw fire. I don't really understand it. It's actually starting to feel a little bit cheesy, which I don't really enjoy. Not everyone can be a legend of Total War, as it happens. Okay, so let's shoot into this Mintaro. It's a bad miss for us. But we're still cooking him pretty well.
Standing by.
Okay, it's the Chameleon. As quick as that thing moves, I think this engagement will be over before it becomes relevant again. But I mean, that thing really zips. I think we get +1 movement to both brackets. Sorry, +1 movement to both brackets, just because that pilot has been in that thing basically since the start. Well, not quite the start, but pretty darn close too.
Броня держит, но краску содрало.
Yeah. And I have run, I've run more missions than I've put up for this campaign, just because, well, I'm a jerk and I decided to do it that way. That's why we play the game, though, right? It's to have fun and basically what I watching. But I also enjoy just having the time to think about it, and not have to talk for, well, anywhere between 8 minutes and an hour. Okay, so that looks like it's another one of the Allied mechs, probably the Allied mech coming in. Decent damage on that Kintaro. There's something on the front's open. Looks like that left leg. Okay. Damage on the LBX-20 turret, but nothing too bad. If we can, buy or build another couple decently sized mechs, I want to start doing some flashpoints. I think that'll draw a little bit of attention. Plus, the flashpoints are fun, but we can only drop 4, right? So right now, what that would look like is we would drop the Atlas, we drop the Marauder, we drop probably the Chameleon and the Axeman, but I'm not entirely satisfied with that build.
Waiting for order.
Well, no, I guess we Timberwolf and the Chameleon will get us good mobility, very nice firepower. Maybe we should go ahead and do that. It'd be a nice change of pace, I guess. So let's come up here. We'll see. We'll do that, or we'll do Black Market soon, something like that. Depends on how close some of the flashpoints are or aren't to us. I don't really want to go all the way out of my way quite yet. It's expensive to travel in this. The jumps aren't that bad. We have a relatively fast travel speed. What's the monthly ticks, right? Every monthly tick is 600,000-700,000. I still have that. Well, in that case, the heat ammunition actually helped us out. And I don't really want to be paying that premium at this point, but we're still trying to do things like buy better equipment, etc. Okay, so there should be roughly 3 mechs left that we have to kill. The mission is functioning. I mean, that Cicada just got pounded. Absolutely pounded. Oof. And we've still yet to fire the big boy again, here with the improved heavy gauss. Our accuracy is suffering. It might actually be smart to not fire this turn. But where's the fun in that? We'll get a precision strike next turn that will increase our accuracy. Yes, we did miss. It's unfortunate. But the AoE LRMs are really proving their worth here. Yeah, it's behemoth firing in. Not a lot of great damage there that time. I'm a little disappointed, but can't be perfect all the time.
Commander?
And we will shoot now. And that Cicada again. Let's go ahead and precise strike. Punish him a little bit for reserving down to 8 as well.
Парни, давайте еще немного, мы сможем.
Yeah, okay, it's good damage. Tacked him down to moving on 7. Kind of irrelevant, but entertaining nonetheless. I might have to go chasing these guys. They're sort of hiding from us back there in the back end. They don't really want to be taking all this fire that they can't really compete with. So let's get the Marauder moving up over the top. Probably should have done that next. I mean, I can go ahead and sensor ping this Cicada, but as soon as he moves, he's going to get that evasion back. And I'm not really worried about his guns at this point. Okay, Thunderbolt moving in, 40% damage mitigation on the Thunderbolt. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, it's processing the Cicada right now. Again, the more movement speed, the more annoying processing time. Okay. Sensors on that building are impaired.
Commander.
It's so impactful right there. And, okay, you know, I mean, like I said, we wouldn't be able to get over there in time, but frankly, that's not bad.
Cover time.
What we can do is we can slow the Cicada down for next round a little bit. Come in here with a precise strike. Decent chance to hit these jars. And that should help our turrets kill that guy if they shoot into them. Well, okay, that was
Standing by.
yeah, not bad at all. It's one of those sort of verbal tics I have when I'm just thinking.
Roger.
I can't really want to insult somebody with it, I guess, so I just say, oh, that's not bad, that's not bad. But, yeah, that was absolute shit.
Order.
Scattering of LRMs
Double time,
to
let's go.
Thunderbolt with pristine armor and 40% damage mitigation. That's pretty bad. Well, I guess not bad in the sense of useless, just borderline.
Commander?
Very, very borderline. So We'll do a standard move in here.
I'm
I
there.
want to see if I can take out that cicada. We'll go for... we may as well go for the HEs with that damage profile.
Copy that, Commander.
The largest both landed. Yeah, that mech's down.
Mech destroyed.
I'm glad we have at least the one. I'm glad we have at least the one clan Timberwolf. I like to field maybe 2 or 3 commands when I have this, just as dedicated shooting platforms. Yeah. Okay. What was the point there?
Duncan Fisher
What
here.
can we do here? That's a good shot. That could be an even better shot in terms of just killing that mech outright. Tell you what, let's Battle Lord this turn. And if we get the kill, we might still be able to precise strike next turn. We'll turn on the normal here. I want to see if we can crit seek a little bit. Even if we miss, we can go after that arm. The crit seek. Okay, so that mech isn't down.
Revenge is Duncan.
I wonder if we hit him in the torso that was relatively healthy. That would be kind of hard to tell now. Yeah, very. Still, I mean, that heavy gauss was doing some good work. Much more than
Waiting
I
for
think
orders.
if we had just left that 5S configuration alone. I think it was carrying a standard AC-20, for goodness sake. Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a last gasp here. All these mechs versus a single Thunderbolt.
Что
Not
там
exactly
еще?
sporting. Nonetheless.
Принял, выдвигаюсь.
I'll even precision strike on them.
Парни,
Get
давайте
away
еще
from this
немного, мы
cover.
сможем.
Oh, I love that mech.
Yes, Commander.
I really love that mech. Okay, let's just go ahead and chase you.
Oh yeah, look up.
A lot more next turn than this turn, if there even is a next turn. I'm hoping there isn't. If he moves away. But, I mean, we have so much firepower that's yet to even go in after this guy. Can't imagine he'll survive. Not with what looks like left side torso already coming to pieces. Oh, and the arm. Yeah, okay.
Receiving you.
This guy's dead in the water.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
We're just finishing him slowly, I guess. We'll precise strike just because I don't think it's going to matter if we
Парни, давайте еще немного,
Good
мы
accuracy.
сможем.
Yeah. Put the arm
Scored
down.
a critical hit.
Not quite the torso,
Yes, Commander.
but that's okay. This X-Men's irrelevant. I probably should have just braced him to save the time, but... Okay, let's see what our allies can do. Ha! Yeah, not great. Okay,
Standing by.
but they did give us a chance to see if we can finish him with the Timberwolf. How close do I need to get to use those SRM 6s? No, closer than that. Come on, do what I say, not what I accidentally click. That's not bad.
Full speed.
Kinda wish we
No
had the precision
target.
strike here, or the Battle Lord at this point, but don't. Still, I mean, this could be pretty good. Let's see what the accuracy. Yeah, we'll use the HEs.
Take this.
That's not down. I'm still using those heat rounds. Oh
That
man,
hit something good.
that's upsetting. Okay. Can't imagine he'll make it through this turn. Yeah. Look at that. All I needed was a love tap. Single LRM. Alright, well, that's the mission. I'll see you guys around.
Mission successful.